Ciao, for the past 2 weeks, Nicki Minaj has been online crashing out, dragging everybody and their mama by their teeth. Jay-Z, SZA, Doechii, and even Queen Bee caught a little stray. And now the streets are asking the real question. Is Nicki the female Kanye? Has Nicki officially entered her unfiltered, unhinged era? Or is this just another chapter in a villain origin story? Buckle up, because today we're diving deep into the meltdowns, the shots, and the shade.
I love Nicki to death, but Nicki can't talk about being bullied. Nicki has been bullying people for the last couple of years. Let's be honest.
Let's rewind to a few days ago when Nicki Minaj decided she had time and zeroed in on Terrence Punch Henderson, president of TDE and SZA's former manager. Nicki fired off a few cryptic tweets accusing him of bullying her without dropping his name. We have the receipts, lol. I never even responded to him. What was his name again, y'all? I'm going to give him a nickname. I'ma call him minus 30 million from now on, Nicki wrote. But she ain't stopped there. She continued with, so glad I have proof of being bullied by and being lied on by a man publicly on a platform I use for my job after I rejected his business proposition on more than one occasion. Now, she ain't dropped names or nothing, but baby, SZA ain't slow. She replied with a calm little Mercury retrograde. Don't take the bait, lol, silly goose. Whoa, now that was all it took. Nicki went from subtle to savage real quick. She clapped back with, go draw your freckles back on, Bookie. Be looking and sounding like she got stung by an effing bee. And it didn't stop there. She dragged SZA through the mud. Her looks, her singing, her success, even her deluxe version of SOS. She said, B put up a whole new album as a deluxe to an already existing album that was out for like a year or two so the original album could break records. Like, what in the insecure lack of morals and integrity you doing? I thought she was like a real artist. Girl, bye. Woo, the mic is hot. And that wasn't all. Nicki added, SZA, if every song you've ever done vanished right now, the music business wouldn't even miss you. I've been to countries that never heard of you. B, what have you ever done besides whimper and moan over trap beats? Yo, SZA did not let that slide. When she was told that Nicki was going off on her on Twitter, nah, she popped right back up, mad as hell, and basically called Nicki a kid. I don't give a F about none of the stuff you poppin'. Now listen, SZA was the main course, but Nicki still had appetizers to toss around. Doechii caught a random stray when Nicki tweeted MTM minus 30 million alongside a meme of Chucky. Now if you ain't chronically online like the rest of us, that was a reference to claims that Doechii had recently lost 30 million listeners on streaming. She never addressed Nicki, never mentioned her name, but that didn't stop Nicki from bringing her into the crossfire, possibly just for being under the TDE umbrella. Then, in a deeper cut, Nicki referenced old tweets where SZA allegedly shaded Ciara, Rihanna, and even Beyonce, and that's when things got even spicier. Now, this right here is when Nicki started playing with fire, the beehive fire. Before she went off on SZA, Nicki done already thrown a lot of shade at Beyonce and called out her husband publicly, so the beehive were ready for her. This time around, it kick-started when Nicki reposted a clip from a Gag City tour with the caption, "The bull I ride is not mechanical." Ho ho. Now, some of the fans were quick to chime in and say that Nicki wasn't shading B, she was just tweeting a line from a cowgirl song. But the timing, baby, it was the same weekend Beyonce was out here riding a mechanical bull on her Cowboy Carter tour. So the beehive weren't buying that this was a coincidence, they came with the quickness. The bull Beyonce rides is mechanical. The bull you ride is a registered ex-offender. Oh, the mechanical bull costs more than your net worth. The concept of shading someone whose tour they're currently on is grossing more than your net worth. Hey. Now, that wasn't the only time she was caught throwing shade. Before then, she was up on Station Head and she had a few things to say that had the fans raising them eyebrows. During a Station Head stream, she played 2 collabs with Beyonce, then said,
some like music, it doesn't mean that I rock with the person or whatever. Like, I really want y'all to notice. I hate to have to say this.
So now the fans are speculating, is Nicki waging war on Rock Nation, Jay-Z, Beyonce, and anyone adjacent? Because she's also hinted that Hove cheated her out of title money, and from the looks of it, no one is off limits for Miss Minaj. Now, this is where things get eerie, because y'all, the fans are saying Nicki's recent behavior is feeling real Kanye coded. Let's break it down. Coming at people sideways online, sporadic posts, and all the caps aggression, the sudden enemy list, it's giving deja vu. Kanye lost friends, fans, and corporate deals when he let loose online. Nicki is now throwing shade at everyone from peers to mentors, people she once praised.
Imagine watching your baby daddy get snatched by the FBI while the whole internet watches. That's exactly what happened to Skai Jaskson. Skai's ex, DeAndre Bergen, got scooped by the FBI right in the middle of washing a car at some random gas station. No heads up, no drama, just minding his business, and boom, feds roll up and take him in like it was already written. Skai saw the news and she didn't say a word. She allegedly just hit like. That's all it took. And if you followed even a fraction of what's gone down between her and Bergen, that quiet reaction made perfect sense. Let's rewind for a second. DeAndre's facing serious charges. He allegedly robbed a man at gunpoint, took his 2018 Mercedes and a 9mm Glock, and it didn't stop at theft. He's accused of threatening the guy and hitting him with the gun. And this isn't something from years ago, it's recent. The FBI had a warrant out for him. Police ran his plates during a regular check, and that was it. Thing is, this isn't just about the robbery. There's a long history here. DeAndre was in jail earlier this year, serving a 90-day sentence right when Skai gave birth to their son. Not long after that, she filed for a restraining order. According to what she told the court, she'd experienced physical abuse for over a year. He allegedly slammed her head into a car window while she was holding their child and punched her in the face on Mother's Day. She also said he told her to drink bleach while she was pregnant.
Jackson went on to share that Bergen, quote, demanded her to, quote, drink bleach to kill our unborn child. The 23-year-old explained that he then escorted her out of their home at knife point and led her to the driver's seat of her car.
He also threatened to stab her, destroyed her stuff. At one point, she asked the court to keep him 100 yards away from her, their baby, and even her dog. That's not gossip, it's from the actual court filings, and it painted a clear picture. This wasn't just a bad relationship, it was dangerous. But rewind for a second, let's not forget, this is the same dude who got kicked out of their place last year after a fight. She literally sent him to sleep at a Holiday Inn after they had a heated discussion. Now think about that. You don't send your baby's father to a hotel unless things are seriously off. That alone should have been a red flag. And as it turns out, this wasn't even his first brush with the law. DeAndre's trouble didn't start here. It's been bubbling for a while. Last year, he was already making headlines after a viral clip showed him resisting arrest, a full-on scene with officers struggling to get him under control. That moment had people talking, but this time it's more serious. The charges he's facing could land him behind bars for years. Aggravated robbery isn't light, and he's already on record with prior offenses. So yeah, this could be it for him for a long while, and maybe for Skai, this is a turning point. But here's what really stands out, her reaction, or rather, that one alleged like. That alone was enough to let everyone know she saw it, no need for words. And honestly, it's not even surprising. She's done it before. Last year, instead of addressing his arrest, she brushed it off by posting on Instagram, showing off her pregnancy glow like nothing had happened. And honestly, after everything, who could blame her? Because think about it, if you've been through something that messy and you finally see the fallout catch up to someone who hurt you, sometimes silence really is the loudest thing you can offer. So that brings us to the question, was Skai's quiet response actually powerful, or do you think she should speak out?